What's up everyone, Hector Magical here with another WordPress tutorial, and in this video I'm going to be talking all about media. Now you'll notice right off on your dashboard you'll see there's a media option right here, library and add new, but under the settings option there's another media button over here. So if you click this media button under the settings option, you'll go to media settings where there's image sizes and an uploading files option. The image sizes are basically the sizes of the images, obviously. And by default, at least when I first installed WordPress years ago, all the aspect ratios of the images were at 4:3, which was kind of like the old school box TVs. So I reset them so they're all 16:9 aspect ratio, like the newer widescreen TVs, because a lot of images use the 16:9 aspect ratio instead of the old 4:3. You can set them to whatever you want. You can even do complete perfect square like 4:4 or 3:3, whatever. But these are for 16:9 aspect ratio and to fit the margins on my theme. So the large size is 600 pixels wide and 338 pixels high. So it will completely fill up the margin of the post with a single image. The medium size is slightly smaller, and the thumbnail size, I made it so I can add two images right next to each other within the post with a small space in between. And you can also see there's a little option under the thumbnail size that says crop thumbnails to exact dimensions. Normally thumbnails are proportional. If this is unclicked and you choose a thumbnail size for an image, the image will appear how it normally is, but in a smaller size. If you do click it, the image will appear in these exact pixel sizes and even aspect ratio, so it could cut off part of the picture until you actually click on the picture to see the entire full-size image. Under here, as the uploading files option, you can choose to organize your uploads into month and year based folders. I did that to keep things more organized and to easily find images if I ever want to use an image more than once in like multiple posts. Now if you click the media button over here, you'll go directly to your media library where you can add new images either right here or right here, or you can do it in a post. If you click it, you'll see the upload new media button. Well, it's kind of like a box, I guess. You can drag and drop files right here and they'll upload, or you can select files by clicking this button, and you can find the images somewhere on your computer and then select them to upload. Normally the maximum upload file size is only 2 megabytes, but you can change this if you change a file within your website's file settings and folders and all that stuff. Sometimes you can use a file manager from your web host, or you can download another program or app or whatever, an FTP type program, file transfer protocol, like FileZilla. You can Google FileZilla and it'll bring up this FTP thingy. You can download it and you can mess with your files that way. And if you create a .user.ini file, you can add upload underscore max underscore file size space equal space and then a number and M. I put 10 M, so now my maximum upload file size is 10 megabytes. It's pretty easy to change if you know your way around the file manager. Now again, back to the media library. You can click all your images, the images that are attached to posts, unattached images. You can delete images. You can check multiple images and delete all of them. You can go by date, like a certain month and a year, and click filter, and it'll show all the images that were uploaded at that particular month. Or you can search your media right here by entering a keyword, and all the images with that name in the file name will appear in the search results. Now if you want to add images directly to your post and do all the uploading and stuff, there's an add media button right here above the little post body thingy. So you click it, you'll see the media library is right here, and you can upload files right here. Same thing, drag and drop or select files. Once they're in your media library, you can click an image and change a number of settings over here. You'll see the file names over here, when it was uploaded, the size of the file. You can edit the image, delete it permanently, change the title because normally the title is the same as the file name, add a caption, add alt text, so when you hover over the image this alt text will appear, add a description, and then there's attachment display settings. You can align it to the left, to the center, to the right, or no alignment at all. You can link the image to the media file to a separate attachment page, add a custom URL like youtube.com. You click the image, it goes to YouTube, or have no links at all. And then the size is the same as the settings we had over here. So you can have thumbnail, medium, large, and full size. If the image is really large, it's best not to do full size. Just do one of these large, mediums, or thumbnails. And if the image is really small, you'll only have full size and thumbnail options. So just click an image. Let's click one over here. This one has a caption. Just click it, insert it into post, and it'll pop up in your post. You can also preview it, and it'll appear like this with a little caption underneath it. You can also just completely delete it if you want. And also in the newer WordPress versions, you can create an entire gallery by selecting multiple images. Click the create a new gallery button over here, and you can do reverse order, random order, multiple columns. You can link to the attachment page, the media file, or no links at all. And then you click insert gallery, and it'll look a certain way on the back end, and then it may look completely different on the post if your theme changes the gallery settings. Like my theme has it all square settings like this, or squarish aspect ratio I should say. But it's best to not add a caption if you're using galleries, because then there'll be a caption under some images and captions under, or there wouldn't be captions under other images, and it'll just make the gallery look a little ugly. Now remember, you can also edit it right here or delete it, but remember, when you're adding a gallery, it's just a little bit different from other media. If you just want to do a regular image, it's the insert media over here. Click an image, insert into post. If you want to create a gallery, remember, create a gallery first. Click the create a gallery button over here, and then select multiple images and create a new gallery. There's also the featured image. So when you create a new post and you want a little image to appear on the post when you share the post, or at the top of the post, or on your blog roll, whatever, you set a featured image. Click whatever image you want and do set featured image. It'll appear down here. So when you click on a new post, this image will be at the top of the post, and it'll also be like over here. See, I have separate posts. These are all featured images, and you can change it, remove it if you want, but it's best to have unique featured images to kind of separate your posts. So when people are looking at a full page of your post, they'll say, oh, this post is to this post is to this, and they can actually differentiate between the posts easily without having to actually read the titles. And last but not least, click the add media button and you'll see insert from URL. If you have an image from a totally different URL, you can copy it and then paste it right here, add a new title, alt text, alignment, and link to the image URL, custom URL, or none, and then insert into your post. It's best to actually upload the images directly to your website, because if you're actually using another person's URL, you're sort of using their bandwidth, and sometimes they can do an option to where a completely different image appears if you're trying to leech off of their bandwidth and steal their images that way. So it's best to just upload the image directly to your website and use the image that way. That's pretty much all you need to know about media on WordPress. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it so much, you can give it a thumbs down. And check out my other WordPress tutorials and spread the video around if you know somebody who's still learning about WordPress or wants to know more about WordPress. Spread the information.